One of them. Okay, wait, hang on. Let me show you these guys something. You guys, I'll do that in a minute. All right, JP, all three of the look fine on my end. Watch him do whatever. Okay, thanks, Matt. I just started recording this. I'm going to record today, but I want to show you. So I didn't get the chance. I didn't put the recorder on yet. But when I first signed into the room, I mentioned, and the people in here that were sitting in here, I mentioned that 15 might be support. It looks like they got stuff down here. They then traded back down to 15 another time after I said that, and now we're getting a pop. It could be a temporary thing, just a small pop. You could get back to the point of control, which is 19 and a quarter. If it gets back to the point of control and fails, I would, probably consider that a failure. And returns, I mean, so I don't know how long it's going to go. You can't. It just looks like temporary. I mean, it looks like a possible support. So this is what you're looking for. These guys for. So you're looking for. So you can see where they got, the sellers got absorbed right here. It's at the tail end of the volume profile too. So you need to get a pop. Looks like might have some guys getting hung here too a bit. So you need to get back above that level as well. And, hopefully it turns into something decent. But what we're going to do today, at least I'm going to do today, is I'm recording the whole day here. And the reason you look at these screens is I'm recording them, that I'm going to timestamp these things. And I'm going to send them to Joe G, who's going to record over them, edit them. We're going to edit them out to make a video. Okay? To make a bite-sized chunk video, not a major thing. All right, give me 1 minute here, you guys. All right, let's get these MMs going. Okay, so Randy's updating this. 21.09 and a quarter. 21.25. All right, Randy, thanks. All right, good morning, everybody. Talk about yesterday. Okay, yesterday you opened in value. I had talked about this, you know, until it changes, it is what it is. You got, you know, you can just chop around, and because there's the value high and the value low from the previous day, and you know, here's where you open and you just kind of chopped around. There were actually a couple of possible trades in here yesterday, but the first part was, I think, kind of when it's setting up the IB was choppier than the rest, to be honest with you. And then later in the day, you got range extension up here. They probed above the IB high, which gave it the range extension. Then above the value high and right below the IB low the previous day, but you couldn't take out the Globex high. Came back in and sold off down to here. So you know you basically traded within value the whole day, creating, you know, inside value. Same thing. So you still have lower value from that breakout. Like I said, you had that one that the trend line broke to me the other day, seemed, you know, to be bearish, more bearish. What I don't know, when I would see those things break, they close it. When breaking a below is one thing, closing a below it's another. And the other day it closed below it for the first time. It broke below a few times, but here, let me show you what I'm talking about first. I'm not messing anybody up here. This trend line right here. See, we probed below it a few times, but we never closed the below it until 2 or 3 days ago. Right here. And since then, you know, we started working lower. Probably going to test this area down here as well. Okay. Okay. Let me get out of this. All right. So what does that mean for today, you guys? Well, let me show you the Globex first, real quick. Hang on, I got a technical issue over here. Okay. So here's Globex, you guys. And last night you opened up below no value. Right here's the settlement. Basically, they opened below value. That's not even the settlement. I'm sorry. The settlement's 31.5. I'm sorry. They opened below value, so you opened lower, and they tried to go back to value. That's what they did. They got one tick from value right here that they couldn't get back into value, and they sold off. Yeah. We had a little bounce at 17, 17 a quarter earlier last night. Lola texted me telling me, you see your 17 a quarter or whatever. So they got a little bounce, and then, but after that, I mean, they really, you know, if you look at the bottom of this profile here, you guys, you've been trading between 21 and a quarter and 13, and basically really between these parameters here since then, forming a lower balance here and an imbalance. So there's an imbalance to the downside, and sorry, I'm trying to read Nishan's MMs here too. I get distracted. So there's a little imbalance to the downside for right now. I have we have a single above us at 23 and a quarter. I think, to be honest with you guys, for this to gain any traction, you're going to have to get back into value and get accepted back into yesterday's value to do anything. I mean, to have any attempt to going higher, you're going to have to get at least back into value. So the levels below us that we have, and these are not These are not MM values. We're going to talk about that in a minute, because Deshaun's updating that right now for us, and Randy told me something too. So the levels I have below us, you guys, are obviously the Globex low. When I first signed in the room, I said that we had possible support at 15, and we did. I mean, since then you got, you know, a little pop up to 18.5. We can try to get back to the point of control. So that might still be there. I don't know if we trade back down there. That's the part you never know. But we did have a possible, you know, support down there. I traded back down to 15 after I said that, and it popped up. So it's still working right now. But, you know, like I said, you get to the point of control and it fails there, it comes back down. These guys might not be around and have any interest in that anymore. So what's 21? Oh, 20. Yeah, it's like 2106, 2105, something like that. Well, I didn't do the math on it yet. I'm just, because sometimes it changes, so I haven't done the math yet. When it gets close to open, I will. What was I saying? Man, I can't think today. All right, so you got the Globex low. Below that, you guys, we got this low right here. You have the weekly S2, S3, but more importantly, you have this 2110.5, 2110.75. This is the low. You guys, this is the lowest we've gone in the regular session. In the Globex session, we've gone down to 2100.25. So that'd be the next level below that as far as where we've traded. Okay? I think we stick down here, you guys. If they take these levels out and find acceptance below all these levels, then I think you're looking at, you know, that 93.75. And you know what's funny about that 2093.75 that Nishan typed in? If you guys remember something, and I know Randy does, I'm pretty sure Nishan will remember this. If you remember, when we first started doing these, looking at these MMs, that's was one of the key numbers that was working. 2093.75. It was huge, but when we first started doing it. So I remember that too. I don't know if you guys remember, but I do. So, you know, in the bigger picture, like I said, you got the first major area of support or interest is 2110.5, because this is this low down here, and then like I said, below that you got 2100.25. If we don't take any of those out, then the rest means nothing. So everything below us means nothing. But if we do take that out, then 2093.75 as far as MMs go, and I remember that being that worked really well when we first started doing this. So yeah, I'd be watching that as well. To the upside, you guys, like I said, you got the Globex high and then get back into value, which is 2131.25 here. And if it can, you know, make it through value and get above this value high, then yeah, we should have a test of the 39.5 area up here. And then the major one would be the 43.25, okay? Where the single's at right here. If they get above there, then, you know, we should at least tag the pivots, the weekly pivots, if not 52, okay? Remember 52 is that Globex low from the weekly Globex low from last week, no, the weeks before. All right, so what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, as reports. Let me check reports. Okay, there we go now. All right, I don't really see anything. 10:30 natty gas, and 11 a.m. there's crude oil inventories. There's a bond auction. That's it. I don't see nothing. Unless anybody's got anything different. There's a Fed at 12:15. Really, Neil? Okay, let me check my Econo Day. The Econo Day is pretty good for showing the Feds. It shows it sometimes. You're right, Harker. Thanks. So, all right. So, anyways, Joe G, are you in here? Joe? No. All right. Well, okay, you guys. Here's the deal. I'm recording. I just started the recorder about a couple minutes late before I got this on here. But I'm recording all day long. I can only do recordings in intervals of 5 hours, and then I have to start a new recording. Because that's all it allows me to do. So I'll be recording. I'm always going to record the audio, but I'm recording visual today. And the reason I'm doing that is so I can establish a base for, not a base. So I can establish, you know, I can document the absorption and stuff, so I can for the videos. And then we can. I'm gonna have Joe. We talked on the phone last night, and he's gonna. I'm gonna send him the videos. I'm gonna say, okay, here's the video of today's, this is when it happened. You know, when I saw it on there, he's gonna record it on his software, and then send it to me, and I'm gonna record over that an audio track on that, where I can stop it, and you know, like Pete Davies does. I'm gonna be able to do that. So that's gonna happen today, and probably tomorrow a bit, and then I'm gonna, after I get enough data, you know, to make a video out of it, I'll do a video. We'll do a class on that. Probably maybe tomorrow, late tomorrow, or maybe Monday. And that was of showing you how the absorption thing works. But like I came in this morning, for anybody getting in here just now, or it doesn't matter if you get here now or whatever. But what I talked about earlier when I first signed in here, it looked like we're getting absorption down here. These guys are stuck. We're going to be possibly stuck. It was prior to down here. They were selling pretty good down here, but they did the major chunk right here, you know, and they couldn't get through on the final push. I don't know if I can scroll this back to show you. Hang on. The visual part. Here we go. For the people that are visual, you know, and you guys, I am not knocking any of that, you know. I'm not knocking any of that. You know, because somebody said, so I'm a visual guy. That's fine. Everybody's different. I'm not knocking it. What I'm saying is, you know, some people, this is easier to see. You can see they were selling it before they got down to 15, and you had this white, which means there was good, you know, liquidity there. So they traded right into it at the time. They couldn't get through it. This is when I said it looks like they're going to get stuck here. They're going to be hung out. And you can see in here, and you can see coming down to this day when we're doing it. So this is the final push. They couldn't push any lower. So these guys, you know, it seemed trapped. And then we traded, after I said that, we actually traded back down at 15, and then it popped. And we're looking to try to get back to the point of control, which is 19 and a quarter. It was 19 and 19 and a quarter at the time. So, and here so it's done that. Okay? So I'm going to have this on the video too. I got to remember what time that was. What time did I log in? About 10 to 8? 10 to 9, I mean. Thanks, Peter. So, hey, Peter, can you do me a favor? Never mind. Oh, yeah, do me a favor. Peter, can you send me that link to my jpjtrading@gmail account? Because if I open it on this computer, it does me no good. I don't have the software. I don't have the charts on this computer. All right, but do you guys see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? When you traded down here, you guys, they were selling them prior to coming down. And then the last push, it looks like these guys got hung out right here. And you can see where they were right into liquidity too. So, and now, you know, you get the repercussions of that. JP on the chart on the left is that jigsaw as well. Yes, this is the auction vista format. Angela. Thank you, Peter. I just saw it come through on my phone. Joe G, we got our first. I just saw you sign in, Joe. And I'm recording right now. We have our first one down here. At 15. So I already talked about it in the class. I talked about it live when it was happening. But it started, I would make the video, the timestamp on it, 8:45. 8:45 till, you know, maybe 9:30. If you can clip that part out when you go to edit it. Okay? All right, you guys, I got to run upstairs for a quick second. I'll be right back. And I'll be right back.
Block 5.
Oh. Yeah, I agree, Fly. We should be thanking him for doing this because he doesn't have to do it, and I think it's pretty cool that he's doing it because it helps me out big time. I mean, big time. But everybody's sitting here. Do you understand what I was talking about down here? And the absorption down there at 15. And prior to that, they were selling, and then boom, boom, boom. They finally ran into the brick wall. Is it starting to make sense? Adding it is like herding cats. All right.
Block die. Block die.
So you guys, like I said, today and probably tomorrow, until I build enough data on here, you're gonna lose your. I still have. I put these charts up, so you got, footprint here, and you got cumulative delta here, and you got the Murray math here. But the other charts, I can't get everything on one screen with having that stuff on here. So, and I do mine on a split. What is the white? I mean, like right now, Lee? With I'm moving around. That's just high. The one you're seeing that I'm moving around is just highlighting the price, the level. All right, but the one down here, hang on. I get back to it, but what time is it? Did I go too far? I can't. Hang on. There it is. The one down here that shows there was, according to Auction Vista, this shows that there was liquidity in the book going down than the buy side. That's supposed to be the theory of how this works. The Auction Vista. So they're selling into, they're shorting into resting, size resting bids. You see what I'm saying? All right, Randy, hang on. I gotta. I'm running a little bit behind you guys because I was trying to spend else. Randy. Right, so I said that right, Mike? Okay. Hang on, I gotta scroll back to see what Deshaun had for. Deshaun. Dang it. So I'm a little, you guys, a little trying to get figured out what I should be using here. 20. Either way, 21.25 is going to be the 8/8, right? Today, and then it's just a matter of a 21.09 1/4 for a smaller one. I'm trying to find out, right? Or Angel, hang on, bud. I'm asking the powers to be, and that's what Randy showing, and then 21.25 and 20.93.75. Those are the markers we're playing. Monkey, what say you? What frame are you going with yourself here? You guys, we need to be, you know, you're waiting for the open. Okay, the reason I'm asking you guys is because we need to be, you know, somewhat uniform in our frame. Like here. This is using 25s and 09.5s. And so far it's working, right? It hit the 3/8, bounced up to the
Blocks out.
you know, I think if you use the 25 and 93.75, let me punch that in. Hang on a second, I haven't done it yet. 2093.75. The frame is going to be, so 9/38 is going to be 4/8 now. So we're not anywhere near really a buy thing. Getting long on that one.
Block buy.
What the hell just happened here? Look at that. Let's save that one.
Blocks out.
Alright, so I'm using a 17s 4/8. 19.5. Hang on a second. Angel, I would wait and see if you got order flow that backs it up, because I noticed too with opening range trades, if I got adverse order flow, then they probably don't. They usually don't work. All right. Since I've been watching the order flow this way, I've noticed that if it's, you know, I got resistance, that I got trapped longs, it doesn't work. The openings are tough on doing this order flow because it flips around like, and it's hard to get a read. Like right now, I'm showing 18 as possible resistance. Right out of the gate, 18s. And now it's showing 17.25. They're trying to come and hold the 17.25. If they get through that by more than 3 ticks, we probably sell off.
Block buy.
So it's tricky on the opening. That's why you guys, the opening ones have been hard for me to get a read on.